So you lost someone who had myositis, and now you're a sponsor at our event. How is MyoCon supportive of family who have family members with myositis or have been part of the community?
I think it just all stems about community. And had I had community, I would have been so thankful and grateful just knowing that there's other people out there that live with polymyositis, which is what my brother had. So this has been an amazing opportunity to just get to know more people that have been involved and that can give me more information as a family member.
Thank you so much.
Having me here today. With that, I just want to say my story begins with having a lifetime best friend in my life that the universe gave me. My best friend's name is Anna, and I'm here to share a little of his story. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sure many people in this room have thought that to themselves for multiple reasons. Those are words you don't think you hear from a young, healthy, and active 32-year-old guy. Aaron can walk into a room and make people smile and laugh, and just by his presence. His personality, such a jokester, however, a kind heart that he would never admit to. Aaron is my biggest cheerleader, no matter what, and also the most honest person in my life when I need advice or a mediator. I even surprised him one day to 2 tickets to the Eagles beat the Cowboys in Dallas because that's just the kind of small gesture you do for the people you love. As much as Aaron has a kind heart and funny in life, sometimes life was so unfair to him. One day in Austin on a hot Texas day, he was walking down the street, headed back home after dropping his car from the shop. Unbeknownst to him, up the street, someone robbed a photography shop, and from 50 feet away, a shop owner profiled him, and the cops falsely arrested him. That same day, people were trying to get in contact with him, and no one knew where he was until he called his mom to say he just got arrested and was in jail. This was one instance of his luck gone wrong. Another time, he was driving and had to pull over and go to the hospital because something felt off, and he had no idea what was going on. He called his mom, and his mother was not only loving, but a force of another world. And most people would say, make sure you stretch, get some Gatorade for electrolytes. We went and watched the movie, and that was that. As a few more years went by, he would go to several doctors for multiple testing just to see if he could get answers. No one would give him a direct diagnosis, so they just kept sending him home. At one point, one of the doctors suggested, oh, it could be AIDS. He was very frustrated at that point. After multiple hospital stays and testing, he finally was diagnosed with having polymyositis. Finally, an answer, but what does that mean? Or what happens next? No one knew what that was. In 2011, I asked Aaron if he wanted to join me and a friend out to lunch. He said yes, and I was so happy to see him. When he showed up, he looked skinnier than normal, and something to me felt off in his eyes. We said our goodbyes and see you later, and that was that. 2 months later, I woke up on a Friday morning, exhausted, and remember looking in the mirror that day saying, I wonder if Aaron knows how much I truly love him. Excuse me. And we should see if he wants to go to the movies this weekend. One of his favorite things. Around 4:30, I get a phone call from my mom while I was at work saying, you need to get here now. I said, where's Aaron? Is he just at another doctor's appointment? She said, come to his apartment. I left immediately because clearly something was wrong. I just didn't know what. Speeding down the highway, my mind was racing. I pull into his apartment and I see an ambulance, a cop car, and more from what I can remember. As I'm slowly walking up the stairs, I see a guy and he says, are you here for the deceased? I was so confused. Right after, I see see my mom, and I saw her face, and I shook my head screaming, no, no, no. It was too late. That changed our lives forever. As we cannot go back in time, I now truly think, had he been diagnosed sooner, we still would have him with us. My best friend Aaron is my brother, whose memory I have made my life's purpose and journey to keep alive. Recently, I was thinking about a tattoo that I have. It's of a microphone and a cord with his name on it. I now know this means his journey was supposed to be told by me. This is why I'm so thankful and grateful to the team, as they have built a strong community to keep fighting the fight of awareness. Thank you everyone for listening to my little story about my forever protector.